welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into a specific no contact and or separation situation, and we are looking into what would they say to you if they could. And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is this white colored camel with a blue back, all right? And it opens up. All right, so that is pile number one for you. Pile number two is this cream colored camel, all right, with a red back. And that one opens up too. All right, take your time. See which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi, pile one. For those of you who chose the white camel with blue back, this is going to be your reading, all right? But before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're looking specifically into no contact and or separation situation, and we're looking into what would they say to you if they could. What would pile one's person say to pile one? What would pile one's person say to pile one if they could? What would pile one's person say to pile one if they could? I'll take those. Try going one more time. What would pile one's person say to pile one if they could? Okay, so we've got the Chariot. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. We've got 4 of Cups. We've got Tower. We've got Devil. And we've got the Empress. Okay, I've also got your Oracle cards, so let's add them in as well. These are for later. So we have Round and Round. We have Royal. We have Jade. We have Contrast. We have Expression, we have Transform, we have Destiny, we have Silence, we have Bitterness, and we have Crocodile. Okay, give me a few seconds. Let me just add this in. Let me make this a little bit neater. Is it in your view? I'm going to put these here. All right. So pile one, I know I intended this to be no contact and or separation, but it's very, very clear that something's gone down between the two of you. There's definitely silence on both ends. I definitely see this to be more of your energy, pile one, and this to be more of your person's energy, and I'll get into it. So on your end, you are quite upset. You're quite upset about what's gone down. Either your person didn't show up in a way that honored the feelings that they had for this connection, or they didn't show up in the way that you anticipated or the way that they promised. And so there's a lot of bitterness over there, a lot of resentment because you feel that you were led on by this person. With the Chariot coming out about what they want to say to you, I definitely feel that this person might have stopped this connection from moving forward, or they might have delayed this connection from taking off as well. And it might have been intentional, it might not have been intentional, but I do see that there is a lot of bitterness on your end because you feel that there is a sense of destiny to this. Like you feel something more was meant to happen, and with this person stopping it, or not really progressing it at the pace that it's supposed to, I really think that you have been feeling quite jaded about the entire thing. And frankly, it's like what's happening is so different from how you're intuitively feeling this connection should go. And so there's a lot of that anger as well that I'm tapping into on your end. On your person's end, there's definitely been silence. We can see that with the silence as well. But the good thing is, Pal 1, there's been some sort of a transformation happening with your person as we're speaking right now. Both of you are definitely watching each other. Both of you, it's kind of like a stalemate at this point in time where you're looking at them, they're watching you, and neither of you want to make the first move right now, but the other is expecting the other to make a move. That's the energy that I'm feeling right now. Now, on both of your ends, okay, and specifically on your person's end, they want to bring an end to the cycle. Maybe this has gone on and off and on and off for quite some time, which of course has led to that bitterness in you increasing over time. But on your person's end, 1, there's a transformation happening right now. Number 2, they're starting to understand how to step up in a connection. So whatever has been going round and round, this on and off behavior, your person wants to put an end to it, and they want to take charge. The theme of your reading, Pal 1, is that your person is stepping into an energy where they're going to take charge and they're going to express themselves to you. All right. So it's kind of good that the expression card has come out along with what would they want to say to you, because there's a lot of, 1, action-oriented energy that's coming through, and number 2, your person actually does have things to say to you about this connection and about themselves. All right. So about what they would like to say to you right now. First off, your person has had a very, very big realization about this connection. It's possible that maybe because of the contrast in your behavior, maybe you were very loving, very kind, very compassionate towards them, and now you're just shut off. You put your walls up and you don't really want to interact with them. So that contrast in your behavior has led them to have this tower moment in their life where they realize that the current version of you, and it's because of the consequences of their own actions, they don't want that, and they took for granted what they had at one point. And so there are a lot of realizations happening, and because of that, of course, we've got transform coming up. So it's a very, very big indication that the silence between the two of you, it's leading to realizations in your person, and more than realizations, it's leading to action-oriented energy to step up and to come forward to you. So with the Chariot coming out with the Tower moment, the realization that they're having is that they want to move things forward between the two of you. They want to take charge of this connection. They don't really want, to hinder it anymore or to stop it from progressing. No, they want to take charge and they want to lead this connection. So definitely I see your person stepping more into a masculine energy, and in a way that's actually breaking the cycle. So what would they want to say to you if they could? They want to lead this connection now, Pal 1. All right. With the 10 of Pentacles coming out with the Devil, the way that I see it is your person would also like to tell you that they do see a future with you. At one point, this really, really scared them. The fact that they could see a future with you, and it's something that they had never, ever felt that way about anyone or envisioned that with anyone, it scared them. And frankly, it was not something that they were used to, and they thought that something was wrong with them for envisioning a future with the two of you. But today, they're starting to realize that there's nothing wrong in hoping for a brighter future. There's nothing wrong in wishing for something more for oneself, and especially when it comes to emotional fulfillment and, like building a family or creating a life together, or building something together as well. So a lot of realizations and transformation happening, and it's more of rewiring the thoughts that they had during the times that both of you were on and off, and correcting that thought pattern so that they can step up and truly tap into what they want. With the expression card coming out, this person definitely wants to build with you, but it's possible that they might not have realized it at that point in time, like previously, or they realized it, but they didn't think that it was right, or it just felt wrong to them at that point in time. Today, it feels very, very right. Today, it feels like a natural progression of their life, and they really, really want to tap into that, Palwan. All right. Then with the Four of Cups coming out with the Empress, there is a big, like, how do I say this? Like, there's a massive realization that they did not see the cup that you were offering to them. And it was only after that cup was taken away from them, Palwan, that they realized they wanted it. And actually, it was something that they've been dreaming about for a very long time. They might not have specifically thought that it was you that they wanted to be with, Pawan, but they were hoping for someone like you. And then they did align with you stepping into their life, but they didn't trust it, or they didn't believe that it was for them. And so they pushed it away. And there's a lot of regret that's happening right now within them. And that regret also is facilitating the transformation within them as well. All right. So your person, what would they say to you if they could? They're sorry. You know, they're really, really sorry that they could not see the cup that you were offering, because you, Palwan, I mean, you are beautiful / handsome. Take that as it resonates. You are very, very intelligent. You are so loving. You are so kind. You match, you know, their whatever it is that they dreamed of, like how they wish their person to be, you match every single aspect of that. And this person, even though they intuitively felt it when this connection started out, they didn't trust it. And today there's a lot of regret about it, you know? So on one end, your person recognizes that they should not have shown up the way that they did. On the other end, there's a lot of realizations on how to correct that thought pattern, how to step up, how to be more courageous, how to, you know, not give in to the negative thoughts that they're having, you know, the not serving thoughts, I guess. I'm thinking of a way to put it, but it's not coming to me right now, Palwan. But the way that I see it is, yeah, self-sabotaging thoughts. Yes, that's the phrase that I was looking for. So there's a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts that your person is currently working through. And I think that they will come out, given we have Royal coming out. So I do feel that they are going to be victorious in this pursuit of eliminating self-sabotaging behaviors, tendencies, as well as thought patterns related to you. I would not be surprised if this person comes forward, Pawan, and immediately tells you that they want to push things forward with the two of you, or they want to move things forward with the two of you. Like I said, a lot of action-oriented energy, and it's only coming because there is such a contrast in their life with you and without you, and they hate it. They hate the fact that you're not a part of their life right now, Palwan, all right? And so that has led to a lot of them understanding that they were the ones to stop this connection from moving forward. They were the ones to put, you know, to put you in a position where today you are feeling so jaded, you are so bitter about this connection, and you've pulled your energy away from them. And they know that they have to blame themselves, and they are blaming themselves. They're working through that as well. So there's regret, there is you know, that guilt, there's that shame that I'm feeling as well. And your person understands that whatever round and round was happening between the two of you, yeah, there is no one else to blame but them, because you have been so kind, so compassionate throughout the entire phase of this on and off, until, like, everyone has their limits, right, Pawan? And it looks like it took you a long time to get there, to, you know, give up on this connection, even though you felt a very, very strong sense of destiny between the two of you. What you once felt about destiny, Palwan, today your person is feeling that way about this connection too, all right? Because life without you is just, it's black and white, Palwan. And with you, it's filled with color, it's filled with beauty, it's just that much more meaningful. And it's kind of like they're being a little bit hard on themselves. I will give that to them, Palwan. They're being a little bit hard on themselves for not recognizing this. And it took you walking away and your energy completely out of their life for them to realize what a contrast it was, and how they really need your energy in their life. And not just that, they really respect your energy, and they want to do everything in their power to bring it back into their life. For some of you, I would not be surprised if this person just comes forward and kind of pours their heart out, or even just tells you, you know, I want something stable with you. Let's just try this again. And for some of you, this time has passed because the current energy that your person is in is that they want to build with you. And they want to build a good foundation. They understand that the foundation that was built between the two of you, yeah, it didn't work out. And mainly because of their lack of contribution, and they understand that. So your person's watching you right now, Pawan. I would not be surprised if they've been watching your Instagram stories or they've been checking your posts out. I don't think that this person reacts to any of them. It's just more of watching behavior that I'm getting from them. But yeah, they're stepping into action-oriented energy. And it's only because of the contrast. And because of the contrast, they're feeling a need to express themselves. All right, Pawan? So this is what they would say to you if they could. All right, just to like reiterate, they want to move things forward between the two of you. And the only reason why they recognize that is because your energy is very, very important to them. You in their life, it's very, very important. And they don't want to be in a situation where you're not a part of their life. And then they also want to work through the self-sabotaging thoughts that they're having about this connection, and they truly want to trust that the universe has brought them this beautiful connection as a gift, and they want to trust that, you know? There's a lot of shame and guilt as well that's coming through, and a lot of recognition of your power, your strength in how you've handled this situation and this person, and there's a lot of immense respect coming through for you as well. Pawan. All right, let's get into your other oracle cards. All right, let's see what more wants to come out. So I have 3 timing cards for you. All right, Pawan, take your time. Think of your question or questions related to timing. But with timing, I do want to say, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you're watching this video. If the card comes out and resonates with your intuition, most likely it's for you. If it comes out, doesn't resonate with your intuition, let it go. It's probably for someone else, all right? Take your time. Think of your questions. I'm going to give you a few seconds. Pause this video if you have to, all right? Pile 1, I'm opening the cards now, all right? The first one is a blank one. So this one means that whatever you intuitively felt as the timeline, you're right, all right? You're absolutely on point, okay? Then 11 days, Aquarius season. All right, so these two are also pretty self-explanatory. I think that whatever it is that you've asked about, the energies are pretty clear, or the alignment is happening, so you've got very, very clear answers with your timing coming through over there, all right? Then I usually keep this part of the reading a little bit more freestyle, you know, just maybe advice that wants to come through either about this connection or other aspects of your life. So let's take a look, all right, Pawan? So speak to yourself with kindness, beautiful. I am in control. Yes, you are, Pawan. 3232 with encouragement. And I will also get you one advice specifically for this connection. One advice specifically for this connection to Pawan, please. Okay, Knight of Wands. All right. So, Pawan, first off, given how chaotic this connection might have been, we had round and round, right? So it might have been a little bit all over the place. And if you have been feeling a loss of control because of this connection, then this might be a very, very good affirmation. If you've actually been taking charge of your life and feeling that that centeredness within you, like you've been making an intentional effort to be in control of your life, then this might just be a thumbs up or a confirmation that you're on the right path from your higher self. All right, now speak to yourself with kindness. So maybe because of the round and round, maybe because you gave in too much of yourself, Pawan, you might be having that bitterness and that resentment towards yourself as well, right? So this is just a reminder for you, a very, very gentle reminder that, you know, however you showed up in this connection, it is a testament to how deeply you love and how kind your heart is. And that can never be wrong, Palwan, all right? So it's important for you to speak to yourself with kindness, to treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you have for the other people in your life, all right? Don't berate yourself for having a big heart or for, you know, showing kindness and compassion to this person as they were going through it. That is who you are, and you should be proud of that. All right, Pawan? Then we have 3232 with encouragement. Receive encouragement from the angels. So maybe this might be a confirmation that there is encouragement coming through for you from your angels. It could also be that maybe you might be a little bit blocked off. So take the time to open your heart. Maybe let the universe or your spirit guides know that you're open to receiving encouragement, and be intentional about receiving it as well. Maybe you might be a little bit blocked, but if you just needed some reassurance, then this would be the reassurance coming through, all right? And for the connection, specifically advice for that connection, Pawan, you always have free will, all right? However you choose to take this connection forward, it is completely on to you. Destiny or not, there is always space given for our free will, all right? Yes, intuitively you might feel or you might have felt that there was something more to this, but it's okay if you've changed your mind today. It's okay if you no longer feel that way, all right? What is coming out to me through the Knight of Wands is tap into what you're feeling intuitively about this connection, all right? And just follow it. Flow with what you are feeling on the inside, all right? Because that can never lead you astray. What you're feeling on the inside, your intuition, it's very, very powerful, all right? So it's okay if you've changed your mind today. It's okay if you no longer feel that way. It's okay if you actually do want to give this a try as well. Whatever it is, stay true to yourself, stay true to what you want, and do what you truly want. Do what you truly feel like doing, all right? Align with that, Palwan, okay? So this is the final message that wanted to come through for you, Palwan, for your reading. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, comfort, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I also want to say my private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Palwan, take care. You always have free will. Trust your intuition, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal2. For those of you who chose the cream-colored camel with the red back, this is going to be your reading, all right? But before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, so this is specifically for a no contact and or separation situation. What would they say to you if they could? What would Pal2's person say to Pal2 if they could? What would Pal2's person say to Pal2 if they could? Way too many, but I'll take that. What would Pal2's person say to Pal2 if they could? Someone's struggling a little bit to say something to you, Pal2. Way too many. What person might be a little bit impulsive to reach out to you or to say what's on their mind. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We have the Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Fool. Okay. Let me get you your other oracle cards as well. So these are for later. Let's see. Message in a bottle. I told you, this person really wants to reach out to you. I was getting that as I was shuffling as well. Independence. Bumblebee. Okay, we have balance. We have support. We have faith. We have beauty. We have blame. We have misunderstanding. And we have bear. All right. Okay. Give me a second, Pal2. Is it in your view? Yeah, for some reason the cards are a little bit slanted, aren't they? Give me a second. Let me work on that. Yeah. All right. Pal2. There's definitely a disconnect between the two of you right now in terms of your thoughts, in terms of your behaviors towards each other as well. I mean, with the bear coming out as the connecting energies between the two of you, both of you are definitely, you've gone within, you're thinking a lot about this connection. I mean, yes, we intended it to be no contact and or separation, but with the bear coming out, this is more of like hermit energy that's coming through for me, where both of you are actually gaining a deeper understanding of what's gone down between the two of you. I see this more to be your energy, Pal2, and this to be more of your person's energy, and let's get into that. So on your end, you are starting to recognize that there was a misunderstanding between the two of you. Either it was a miscommunication or both of you did not understand something in the way that the other was trying to communicate it. So you're having that realization on your end, and you're also realizing that maybe you kind of took things the wrong way, or the other person took it the wrong way, and maybe you could have explained it a little bit better. Could go either way, but one common theme for all of you, Pal2, is that you're understanding that there was a big difference in what one intended to say or do, and there was a difference in how it was interpreted on the other end. All right, so you're understanding that, and you're also understanding that if not for this misunderstanding, there's actually a lot of beauty in your connection. Your connection's actually very, very good, very, very, it flows. Everything seems to be very, very beautiful between the two of you, bright and happy. But maybe this misunderstanding has been so big that it's kind of clouded the other happy aspects of your connection. And that's what you're realizing right now. I'm also being called to see the sun over here. So these are realizations that you're having right now as we're speaking, Pal2. Now on your person's end, I'm definitely seeing this to be a bit more of past energy, where it looks like they were bent on blaming the other person for what went down. It also is possible that they were very adamant in misinterpreting things or in taking things the wrong way. But like I said, connecting energies on both ends is that you both are realizing and you both are gaining deeper knowledge about what's happened between the two of you. So on your person's end, they're understanding that they have no one else to blame but themselves. Like, yes, I understand that you also might have contributed to the dynamic, Pal2, but your person is understanding that they can't only blame one person for what's gone down between the two of you. They also have to blame themselves. Like, it takes two to clap, and your person is understanding that right now. And they're more than that, they're actually understanding how they contributed to the misunderstanding or how they contributed to things going down between the two of you. It's possible that this person might have had a little bit of an ego coming through over here, where they didn't think that it was possible for themselves to do anything wrong. And today they're realizing that no, that's actually not true. And that's actually a very, very distorted way of looking at themselves. Just as much as, you know, you have your stumbles, you have your missteps, this person also can have their missteps and their misaligned actions as well. And they're understanding that right now. There is definitely a recognition of the strength of this connection, and they are very, very confident, actually, Paltio, that you both are going to move towards calmer waters between the two of you. So one thing is, between the two of you, Paltio, your person definitely has more faith in this connection. But the connecting energies between the two of you is that both of you are seeking balance, but you're also taking the time to go within and understanding how to bring about that balance, because it looks like it is going to be a bit of a progress, and both of you need the support of each other to bring balance into that situation. And that is the realization that's happening on both ends. Your person definitely wants to reach out to you. I cannot stress this enough. I would not be surprised if you actually get a message from them, a call from them, or them asking you to meet, or them bumming into you and just telling you everything that they need to say. There's a little bit of impulsive energy that I'm feeling from your person as well, Paltio, where you might actually like get silence from them for a little bit, and then suddenly it's like they just pour out their heart to you. That's the energy that's coming from your person. All right, and that was the way that the cards even came out as well. And I was already tapping into that energy that there's a lot that they want to say, but they hold themselves back, but then suddenly it's like they just suddenly release it all out. So what would your person say to you if they could, Paltio? One, they understand that they are also to blame in what's gone down between the two of you. They understand that they should be taking responsibility for, you know, either what's gone down between the two of you. I guess I would say either and at this point. What's gone down between the two of you and how to rebuild this connection between the two of you. For some of you, this doesn't seem to be no contact over a long period of time. This could just be both of you taking time out from this connection, both of you just being in your own energies until both of you calm down. That could also be it. But for some of you, yes, I can also see that this could have been a no contact over a period of time. But the reason why I'm saying that it could just be a short period of time is because the realizations that are happening on this person's end are very, very, like, it's very, very fast that it's happening. But it could have been like a pause for a very, very long time and then sudden realizations happening on this person's end. That's why it's a little bit difficult for me to tap into how long the no contact has been, but I can see it going both ways. All right. Common theme for all of you is that the right now, the realizations that are happening that are happening with your person, it's going very, very fast. All right. It's very quick realizations that are happening. All right. Another thing that your person would want to tell you is that they're tired of the current dynamic of this connection. They're tired of this emotional disconnect, and they understand that to bring balance into the situation, they too have to give you their hand, and both of you have to work on this together. One big realization that your person is having is that it takes two to clap, whether that is things going down between the two of you or to build this connection. It takes two. It takes mutual effort on both ends. And that is a realization that your person is having. They're kind of seeing you as an equal counterpart and themselves as how to step up to be an equal in this connection, whether that's taking responsibility or whether that's building this connection or taking this connection forward. All right. Now, there is a lot in this person where they feel, because faith coming out as well. So they feel that both of you can actually build something very, very strong together. And they realize that the reason why both of you were not able to build a good foundation previously is because there was an imbalance in how much they were contributing to the dynamic. All right. And so today there's a realization that if they want to unlock the next level of happiness for this connection and as an extension of that for themselves, then they also need to contribute to building a stable foundation. They can't just, take this as it comes, or they can't just how do I say this? They can't be flippant about it. They actually have to put in intentional effort. And that's another thing that your person would say to you if they could. And I really think that they are going to say to you, Pal 2. There's very, very strong energy of this person wanting to communicate with you. Another thing that your person would like to say to you, and it kind of ties back up to the Seven of Pentacles, is that they want to progress this connection, but they want to take it slow and steady, and they want to make sure that you've got one pentacle set steady, and then you work on the other pentacle, and then you've got that steady, and then you work on the other. So one thing that's very, very important for your person right now is balancing, all right? Balancing this connection. And number 2, building a stable foundation. That is very, very important for your person right now. And that is something that they would say to you if they could. Your person wants refreshed energy back in this connection. It looks like at one point, and I think that also comes from you, Pal 2, that at one point there was just so much of happiness between the two of you, and your person wants to bring that back. And they understand today that happy times don't just come about, you know, you have to create them. You have to be intentional about them. And not just that, when they do come, you have to be in an energy to receive them, to be intentional about it, and to recognize it as well. And so these are the energies that your person is in, you know, rather than, you know, life, how do I say this? Rather than life leading them, your person is stepping more into an energy where they want to take control of their life, and as an extension of that, take control of your connection as well. There's a lot of stability that's coming through. I mean, we have 6 coming out with the message in a bottle. We also have 6 of swords as well. And so a lot of stability, and pentacle energy is also quite a bit. So a lot to do with stability, a lot to do with slow and steady steps to take between the two of you, and more importantly, a lot to do with balance as well. But yeah, I definitely see that your person is stepping out of the Hermit energy, and they will be the ones to communicate with you, Pal 2. Whatever realizations you're having about this connection, it's going to contribute to this connection renewing itself. That is one confirmation that's coming through for you. And on your person's end, they're no longer blaming one person for this. They're actually taking responsibility for their side of things as well, and they're stepping up. And it's only because they have a lot of faith that both of you are meant to be, and there's something more that both of you can achieve together. And they want to give that a try, and they know that it is possible because both of you balance each other out, and both of you, if you're intentional about it, both of you can actually be a really, really good support system for each other, and your person recognizes that. So what would they say to you if they could? That they're tired of blaming one person for this, and they're ready to take responsibility for their actions, their thoughts, and whatever contributed to what went down between the two of you. They're understanding that it takes 2. It always takes 2. And if they want to build a solid foundation between the two of you, they can't just assume it will happen on its own. They have to be intentional about the effort. And they want to be intentional about the effort. They want to put in the hard work to build this connection. And they want that renewed energy coming through, or at least they want to take it back to how things were between the two of you at some point in time. And there's a very, very strong energy of them reaching out to you, communicating this with you. All right, Pal 2? So that is what they would say to you if they could. Let me get you more oracle cards. Let's see what wants to come through. All right. So I have your timing cards over here, and we got 4 for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So take your time. Think of your questions related to timing. With timing, I do want to say, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you're watching this video. So if the card comes out and it aligns with your intuition, most likely it's for you. If it comes out and does not align with your intuition, then most likely it's for someone else. Let it go. Don't force it to align with you, all right? So take some time, think of your question or questions, and I'll also give you a few seconds to think of it, and pause this video if you have to, all right? Alrighty, pal 2, I'm opening the cards now. The first one is 1 week. The second one is not until you breathe out. The third one is divine timing. In a moment of peace is the fourth one. All right, so it looks like this is pretty self-explanatory, so I won't talk about it. Let's get into these three, all right? So whatever it is that you asked about, how to, it looks like maybe you might be obsessing about it a little bit, or you might be hyper-focused on when it's going to happen, or you might be having a lot of anxious thoughts about it, or you might just be, how do I say, you might be putting all of your energy into it. So it looks like this is a reminder for you to breathe out, pal 2, all right? Take a step back, emotionally disconnect from that situation or from whatever it is that you're asking about. Take some time to breathe out, shift your focus elsewhere, and when you do that, that's when things will shift in whatever it is that you've asked about, all right? Divine timing. So the thing about divine timing is it's not about like week or days or month. Usually when you have your timing, when there's clarity in the timing, I guess I would say, it's usually because you are in alignment or the energies on your end are that clear. So when you get a card called divine timing coming out, for me, it's that the energy on your end regarding what you've asked about is not clear. So either there's no clarity about what you're asking about, or there's no clarity about what you truly want, there's no clarity about your actions towards what you want, or there's no clarity about how to align with whatever it is that you're asking about, all right? So divine timing, usually when this card comes out, for me, it's about, one, you have to gain clarity. And number two, there's a little bit of alignment that needs to happen after you gain clarity, and that's when it will happen. So it's kind of up to you. Always, timing is always up to you. It's always based on energy. Everything is energy. But when this card specifically comes out, pal 2, it's usually lack of clarity on your end, and you need to figure out that clarity, align, and that's when it will happen. All right? In a moment of peace. So this could be, just a random moment of peace. It could also be that maybe you might be struggling a little bit to tap into your inner peace. So take some time to be intentional about tapping into your inner peace. Do what makes you happy. Channel that nervous energy into maybe creative energy, into what brings you peace. Be intentional about shifting into your whatever you feel helps you get into a state of peace, all right? And could be different for different people, right? So figure out or tap into what brings you peace and how do I say this? Be intentional about it so that you can stay longer in that state of mind, all right? And that's when it will happen, okay? So these are the 4 timing cards that wanted to come out for you, how to? Let's get into the other oracle cards. So I usually keep this section of the reading a little bit more freestyle. This could be advice related to the connection. It could also be advice related to other aspects of your life. I just keep it open-ended so that you can have a more holistic advice for your life, all right? So the first one is prioritize your mental health. Wow, okay, that really ties in with the divine timing as well as the moment of peace coming out. I am fierce. Yes, you are, pal 2. And we have 9292 coming out with partnership. All right, give me 1 second. I'm also going to get one advice specifically related to the connection. One advice for pal 2 specifically related to the connection with their person, please. One advice for pal 2, please. One advice for pal 2. Yes, there's a sense of destiny to this, pal 2, all right? There's a sense of destiny, 1, and number 2, there are aspects on your end that you two need to take a deeper look and try to see how you can align better with building a stronger foundation with your person, because it looks like both of you have contributed to the current dynamic. And it might be a little bit difficult for you to hear, but it looks like there is contribution on your person's end and there is contribution on your end. Like, yes, there is an opportunity for both of you to be together and to actually build something that's very, very beautiful and, you know, something that feels meant to be. But for that, you too have to take responsibility for what went down on your end. What were your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs that contributed to breaking down? It could also be the way that you communicated something, the tone that you used, so on and so forth. So it looks like there has been contribution on your end to what's gone down. So take the time to gain clarity about that. Take the time to work on that so that both of you can align with building a stronger foundation, because on your person's end, there is a big desire for that. And it's possible. It's definitely possible. There is an opportunity for that. But you also need to align a little bit with that, all right? How to? So that is one advice that's coming out. We've got partnership, and I really relate it to this because I think that both of you are stepping into an energy where you're being intentional about this connection. You're no longer allowing the connection to just flow. You're actually intentionally working on it. And so it's the next stage of the connection, right? So I think that this is just a confirmation that both of you are stepping into a partnership. Like, both of you are understanding what it means to be in a partnership, whether that's romantic, platonic, or familial, doesn't matter. But that's the energy that both of you are stepping into. And that also requires work on both ends. That also requires building together, understanding each other, and coming together, aligning with each other. And I think this is just a confirmation that both of you are entering the next stage of your connection. With I am fierce over here, maybe, you know, you have been struggling to take charge of your life, or maybe you have been struggling to stand by the decisions that you're making for yourself. So this might be a very, very good affirmation. If you've been doing that, if you've been working on that, then this might just be a confirmation or a thumbs up coming from your higher self that you are on the right path, all right? So take that as it resonates. With prioritize your mental health, I really think that it not just relates to this connection, it also relates to other aspects of your life. I did get that even with the timing cards as well, that there's some aspect of your mental and emotional health that you might be neglecting because of this connection, pal 2. So take the time to prioritize that, all right? Especially when it comes to prioritizing mental and emotional health, it's an intentional effort. It's really, really difficult, yes. But once you get into it, once you, the first few steps, the intentional steps that you have to take, yeah, those are usually very, very difficult. But once you step into it, it flows. It really, really flows. So it's only the initial stages that it's a little bit difficult to get into and to be intentional about it. So this is a reminder, definitely, I'm feeling it quite heavy, that this is a reminder for you, how to, that if you've been neglecting your mental and your emotional health, and then as an extension of that, your spiritual health, your physical health, your financial health, because of this connection or other aspects of your life, take the time to focus on it, all right? So these were the last few messages that wanted to come out for you, Patu. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, comfort, and confirmation you were looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comment, the tips that you send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. How to? This is where I'll leave you for today. Take care. You always have free will. Trust your intuition. And yes, prioritize your mental, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual health. All right? How to? Take care. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.